Okay, welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna be dealing with question 1 on Andre 2024 December question paper. Mostly you find that this question is compulsory. It's a triangulation by calculation. So here we're not gonna be using a triangulation method. So in the next video we're gonna be dealing with how to calculate the true lengths here. We're gonna be dealing with these questions that they're giving you here on question 1, and believe me guys, this is where you have to square mark. You have to score mark here. So in the next video we're gonna be dealing with how to deal with it. Stay tuned. That was it. So here's given that the corner of our square is A, this side, B, C, and D. On the circle we are given X here, 0, 1, 2, and here is our XX. So our half pattern is gonna end here. On this one we are using the calculation, we're not using the triangulation method. So we need to calculate. We're gonna start with we're gonna start with A2. Gonna start with this one, A2. A2 is the same as AX. These are the same. Coming from here to here, from here to here is the same. A to 2, A to X are the same. So you can say AX is equal to A2 is equals to. So we're given that on this side here, from A to B is 70. From here to here we're given that is 70. But now because of we're working with half circle, half square, 70 you're gonna divide by 2 is gonna give you 35. So this side that we're working with, A to X here, is 35, and that side also is 35. From here to B to C is 70 also. But because of we're gonna be working with half, we're gonna need 35 both sides. That's what we got. So A to X, A to 2 is, we have this A to X here, we have it already. Remember when we're working on a calculation like this, we're working with a right angle triangle. Always try to have a right angle triangle so that you can use the theorem of Pythagoras on these triangles here. So here we have a right angle triangle. Start here, going that side, going that side. Here you're gonna have a 90 degrees. That's why we're saying it's a right angle triangle. So this side here we have 35 already, 35 squared, and we want this side, but we don't have this side here. But because of we have from the center to here, we know that it's 35, so it's gonna be 35 minus the radius of the circle is 22.5 squared. From here to here we are given that is 51. Because of this thing is gonna be lying, it's gonna be standing up, it's not gonna be lying down, we have to use the height here, 51 squared. This will give you 63.11. So now we're done with A2, AX. We're going to A1, A0. A1 and A0 are equal. Here A21, A20 are equal. A1 is the same as A0. So how are we going to do this one? Here you're going to have to use the cos and the sines. So this will be like 35 minus 22,5 sine 30 squared plus 35 minus 22,5 cos 30 squared plus the height 51 squared. This will give you 58,33. So I want to explain how we got this information here, this formula. I have to show you how we got this formula here with sines and cos. So I'm gonna do it separately. X 0, 1 and 2. Here's our A. So now we're dealing with A1 and A0, which we said is the same. Remember I said always when you're dealing with this kind of calculation where there is a circle, you need to use a right angle triangle so that you can use the theorem of Pythagoras. So here we don't have a right angle triangle, but you have to create your own. So we're going to come from here, we create the right angle triangle, we just extend here like this. So now we have a right angle triangle here. Because of here it's going to be 90 degrees. We have a right angle triangle, but we want this side of a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse. We don't know the adjacent, we don't know the size of the opposite. We have to find this side first so that we can get this E1. What do we do here? We have to extend here again from the center of the circle coming to the point of 1. We create another right angle triangle in the circle, so it's going to be like this. Now we have another right angle triangle and we already have the radius here. The radius is given as 22,5. Now we need to find this size, and we know that the angle here is going to be 30 degrees because of his 12 equal parts. When you come to here to this point, it's gonna give you 60. Like from here to here to this line is 30. When you come to this side, it's gonna be 60. To that line is 90. So now, because of we're working with A1, we have 30. So now it's like you have this type of, here is 30, here you have 22,5. You want this side and this side. So now you can use the sine and the cos to find those sides. Let's start with sine to find the opposite, this one here. So you're gonna say sine 30 here is equals to opposite, which is this side that we want, over 22,5. Your opposite is gonna give you 22,5 sine 30. You can now get where I'm going. So 22,5 sine 30. Here we have it on the formula. So 22,5 sine 30 is giving you let me just check. I already did the calculations. This is gonna give you 11,25. But we don't really want this size. Now we got the length of this, which is 11,25. this will help us find the length of here, because of now we have that from here to here, which is this side, is 11,25. Now we want this one, so we're gonna take 35 minus 11,25. this is gonna give you 23,75. this is the same as you say on the formula here, as you say 35 minus the sign that I did here, 22,5 sine 30 squared. See, this is how they got it on the formula here. But if you wanna analyze it and like understand how it came, this is how they did it. Now we're coming on cos. Cos is gonna help us find the adjacent this side. Remember here we got 11,25 for this side. Now we want this side here, which is this, so that we can know the length of here, like here. So this is cos 30 is equals to adjacent is this side over 22,5. 22,5 is the radius, or radius, the hypotenuse. So this is gonna give you adjacent, it's gonna be 22,5 cos 30. So it's gonna give you 19,49. 19,49 is this side here, 19,49. And we don't really want this side. This one is gonna just help us find this. Remember, now we got this as 23,75. we got this. Now we want this to help us find the hypotenuse. But as we figured this side here, that is 19,49, we'll subtract 35 minus this side here, and we will get this piece here. So it's 35 minus 19,49. This is gonna give you 15,51. This is the same as you say on the formula here. You see here, I used the 35, I minus the answer that I already got. But if you're using the formula, you're just gonna say 35 minus 22,5 cos 30. See, that's how they got their formula there. That's how they got it if you didn't understand it. So that's how they did it. So if you understand the formula, there's no need to calculate like this, because of it takes a while. You just need to understand the formula first. When you come to this one, if you are not sure that they are the same, you come to A0. You want to calculate it if you're not sure that they are the same. Instead of using 30 degrees, you want to use 60, because now we're coming from here, like now we're coming from here to here. The angle changes. It's no longer 30, it's 60 here. So you just change the angle on the 30, you write 60. That's how they got this formula. Okay, now we found A2 pretty much there. Now we want XX. We have to calculate XX, x to x, just do it like this. It's gonna be, because of we just want this side here, we got that from here to here is the radius 22,5, and from here to here is 35. So it's gonna minus 35 minus 22,5 squared plus our height 51 squared. This I think is gonna give you 51, something. Let me check. 35 minus 22,5 squared plus 51 squared. giving 52. 52,51. Give me 52. So now we have xx. What's left is this from x to 0, from 0 to 1, because of we're gonna need it. X to 0 is the 12 equal part. How are we gonna do it? Is pi diameter. Here they give you a radius which is 22,5 times 2. It's gonna give you 45 over 12. Pi diameter over 12. So it's gonna be pi. Alright, this is gonna give you 11,78. Now we are done with our calculations. We can draw our half pattern. We only draw from here to here. That's how the question paper said. Okay, let's draw. So we're gonna start from point A to D. So here you can that this thing is 70. Let's just draw here. Here is the same as A, D. This is point A, D. So from A we go to X, from D we go into X. But here we're using the calculations that we already got. A to X. What are you doing on this side is the same as this side. They're equal. AX, given that is 63,11. So you're gonna go on your ruler, you do 63,11. What you do on the A, you do on the D. Here we got our point. This point is X. Now we wanna go from A to 0. A0 we calculated is 58,36. 58,36. What you do on the A, you do on the D. This one you can make it longer because of A0 and A1 are the same, so the point are gonna be on the same line. So now we need the 12 equal part that we calculated at the end. Pi diameter over 12 is 11,78. You're gonna come here, mark that side, you mark that side, and you're gonna mark again for A0 because of we see here A1 and A0 is the same, so they're gonna be on the same line. So here we got 0, 1. Now we come into A2. We calculated A2 as 63,11. It's the same line as X, EX. So now you're gonna just take from here because of we already calculated it. You come there and you come here. 2. We need to go to X now. XX, this side here, XX is the same as X2. So X2 and XX are equal, this side and this side. We got it as 52,51. Let me take here 52,51. Come this side, make your mark from 2 to X. You make your mark here. Now it's moving from A to X. A to X, you just take it here. Is 35. No, we don't take it here. We are measuring now. It's 35 already. Here is given. It's 35. So you're gonna just type make 35 here. 35 on this side. 35 on this side, and you are done. X and X. This is it's done now. Here you're gonna use your flexi ruler to draw here. Me, I'm just doing freehand, guys, and I'm also using a pen so that my video it can be visible enough. If I'm using a pencil, you're not gonna see anything. So you have to be careful how you draw the lines. Don't make it visible as I do, because of me, I just wanna make you see what we're doing here. This is done like this. Please follow my page and subscribe on my page. Comment if you need more. I'll keep on providing more to you. Thank you.